DrugPin is a tool to help doctors make the best decisions about which drugs to prescribe to their patients in terms of safety and effectiveness. It combines and analyzes metabolic data, drug-drug interactions, and genomic profiles to achieve the best personalized therapy based on individual patient data. The DrugPin software allows you to create individual profiles and therapies for your patients and helps you to easily identify potential risks in your patient's treatment. An overview of all the patient entries you have created is available upon logging in. These patients can be sorted by ID, pseudonym, score, and update. DrugPin's patented medical problem score is an indicator of potential risk factors in the current therapy. Sorting the patients by this score allows for a quick and easy way to identify high-risk cases. By clicking on Add New Patient, a new entry can be created. This opens a form where you can fill in basic patient information like patient pseudonym, the date of birth, height, weight, gender, and ethnicity. Additionally, certain habits like coffee consumption as well as a known diagnosis can be added. This data can later on be altered on the patient info card. Make sure to always save any changes before leaving the page. To navigate between different sections of a patient's data, use the icons on the left to select a specific card. On the lab data card, some values like the BMI and GFR are calculated automatically based on previously entered data, while additional information like the serum creatinine value can be entered manually. Indicators on the right will show if the lab values are in a healthy or unhealthy range. Before moving on, make sure to save your changes. To reach the gene data card, click on the DNA helix icon. Here you can add information on the patient's genetic profile. Single nucleotide variants, or SNVs, can be added by either uploading a file or by searching for them in the database. Only SNVs with existing clinical evidence are taken into account. To add a polymorphism through the search, simply type the RSID or gene name and select the desired variant from the list. Once again, make sure to save your changes before leaving the page. After entering all the known patient data, it is time to optimize the patient's medication. Navigate to the therapy page. Here you can enter all information about your patient's prescriptions, including the individual drug's indication and dose. The previously mentioned medical problem score can be seen on top of the page and will indicate whether the combination of drugs in the patient's therapy plan are effective. This score reflects interactions between multiple drugs as well as genetic profile, lab data, and known habits of the patient in the system. Drugs can be added to the therapy in multiple ways. By clicking on Add Drug from Drug Class, drugs can be selected from a number of different drug classes. After selecting a specific drug class, the listed drugs show how they will affect the overall score should they be added to the therapy. Additionally, drugs can be added by searching for a specific product or active ingredient using the search on top of the page. This search can be done based on English, German, or Italian names, depending on your selection. With every added drug, the score will change accordingly. Already selected drugs in your therapy can be replaced by using the Alternatives button. This will show you a number of alternative drugs that can be used instead to optimize your therapy. If you're replacing a drug based on the therapy score, the drug alternatives show you how they will affect the score should you select them. Make sure to save all your changes. After entering all the patient data and medication, a report can then be created to get an overview of your patient's therapy. This report includes all the entered information, such as the general patient data, the lab data, and the genomic profile, as well as the current therapy. It explains the score composition, lists some recommendations based on the different factors, and shows a metabolic analysis for the patient's medication. Whenever you download a report, it can then be found in the report history and can help track the changes made to the therapy of a patient over time. Using DrugPen will support you in optimizing your therapy based on broadly applicable factors like drug-drug interactions, as well as individual personal data like the genomic profile of your patient. The overarching score makes it easy to identify potential risk factors and quickly adjust medication accordingly. This will help you increase the effectiveness of your treatment and lower potential side effects to give your patients the best possible care.